all, 118 Seth Shadow here. This is the week of the pre-release and final release of the Premium Stride deck sets for Night Rose and Harry. Just, 6 more days until their official release, and there has been a surprising turn of events on some of the cards in the market right now thanks to this. But before we start getting into that, let's take a look at the pre-sales. So, Night Rose is the more popular of the two when it comes to standard right now, but considering these are Stride deck sets, they also have applicable play in Premium as well. So, as far as I understand, it's actually Harry that's a bit more popular on the Premium side, while Night Rose is bigger on the standard side. As for pricing, we're looking at over $200 to pick up the Premium set for the pre-sale, and then almost $70 right now on the deck set, which is pretty typical. Probably more expensive than usual, but as time passes, the MSRP on a lot of these has gone up anyway. As for individual sale prices, for some reason, Parting Shade has a pre-sale price of $60, which is... I mean, Parting Shade is the what do you call it? The crest generator. And just like all other Stride deck sets, these crest generators have been really expensive on the secondary market, particularly for premium players. So that would be the big card to pick up as a single, which at this point you might as well just buy the deck set because it's only not even $10 higher right now than the base listing. Night Rose herself, $2 to start off with. The Stride Pirate King Night Rose also $2. Everything else is pretty cheap overall until you start getting to some of the full arts that come out of the premium set. None of them have really sold yet, and because they're all exclusive to the deck set, it effectively becomes a point of you pick up all the individuals from the deck set if you want to, or you just pick up the deck set. There are very few cards in these that end up becoming very expensive down the line on their own. There have only been a few exceptions here and there. Then you have the Stride deck set for Harry as well, which is a little bit cheaper than Night Rose's right now. The premium deck set is under $200, and the regular one is still close to $70, but a little bit cheaper in comparison. And, well, the crest generator had already sold for $35 on pre-sale. We don't have any stock on it right now, and just like with the Night Rose deck set, everything is basically $2 to $6 depending on which deck set it comes out of. So, on to the cards that have seen an immense spike thanks to this release, are the same cards that are going to be reprinted in DivineZ 6 coming next month. It's 1 full month away, but the Stride Ride fodders like Steve Strike, Dragon, and Largan spiked up in value and saw massive buyouts over the last week. Now, Largan, who was on its way down to $20, has shot back up to $50 with only 4 listings on the market, and you can see the spike in value from the beginning of January, but when it comes to the actual sale rates, we are looking at $30, $35, and even $50 right now. So, while it's not an immense amount of sales at the $50 mark, there's still 1 month to go before these actually get reprinted. So, gotta give it a little bit of time. And then, of course, there's Nocturizo, who is for Dark States, so that's going to be on Harry's side. $35 is the base price on this one. Not a big spike in terms of its overall volume, but in terms of sales, this one has not sold high as much. 33 seems to be the high here. And more or less, we're looking at the $20 mark for the majority of these. But essentially, we are seeing a large volume of them move at those points. So this one could definitely get capped at the $30 mark. But it might sell here and there, although Harry's a little less popular in standard. DivineZ 5, going quickly over the big new boss units that came out of this set, because the set's running a bit low. And moving into DivineZ 6, most of the decks from DivineZ 5 are still going to be very relevant by that time. Levidress Imperio saw another buyout yesterday, which shot it up to past $20 a copy. 4 listings on the market, And while sale volume has declined, pricing has seen this go from 18 all the way to near $25 in terms of sales recently. And in terms of availability, we're mostly looking at $22 across the board, moving up to 25, and a heavy consolidation close to 25 as well. Rezael Vita is also moving up in value again with 12 listings on the market. Base is almost $20, and the volume has also decreased on sales. But in addition, we've just been seeing less listings on the market, and we're seeing it move from $15 all the way to $20. Right now, in terms of volume, this one is also consolidated close to $25 and does not have that many copies around 20. Liel Odium, 15 listings on the market, a little bit cheaper than the prior two right now, but taking a look at this one, from the looks of it, a little less volume, but TCG Player doesn't seem to have a good setup for keeping that consistent. Recent sales on this one have mostly been 15. We have had one that's over $20, and the consolidation on this one is starting at around 20. Ultimately, Liel Odium is already expensive to begin with, so it's less likely players are going to pick this one up in comparison when it's about as powerful as some of the others, until we get some more support cards that are missing in this deck. And finally, Vargra Dragus Raksha. We have them at $16 right now, but this one, while it's at a pretty significant price, it has way more listings than any of the other ones. 26 listings on the market, starting from that $16 point. And volume, again, has just seen a decrease just like the others. And this one has been selling more at around 16 to 17. With more listings on the market, it's no surprise either. Raksha seems to be falling out in popularity in comparison to the others, but it's still a pretty solid deck to consider. And with Raksha going down, some of its support cards are also following it to a degree. There was a new announcement from Bushiroad on what the new, the High Dog Breeder series that we're going to be getting with DivineZ 7. So there has been some buzz around some of the high beast units that we can get as part of standard format. One that I've covered from time to time is Gold Gaion, which this one, I don't really see it being a big contender for the new High Dog Breeder deck, but it has seen a spike in volume recently in terms of how much it's been selling on the announcement. I mean, the card is still cheap regardless. $1 for its base price, and it's consolidated around $2, not to mention this was only printed in Festival Collection 2021, so while the set is completely out of stock, the card itself is cheap, so players getting in just in case it does take off, which is honestly the kind of thing I advocate for, is that just make sure you have some copies just in case things happen like that. Sergaion is obviously going to be the card of choice when it comes to that High Dog Breeder deck. It is a high beast, and I mean, I don't really know what else to say about that. But in terms of that, the promos have been going up in value, not heavily. They haven't gone sky high yet, but the regular one is a base of $33 right now, while the foil is a base of just over $42. And both of them have less than 10 listings on the market. But another one that you'll want to watch out for is Topaz, one of the cats that come out of set 12, because this is a high beast. So this can be played in the breeder deck as well. Right now, it's got 25 listings on the market, almost $10 for its base listing, and we have seen an uptick in how many sales we've seen, but the market price has been going downward since the beginning of January, and it's tapered off right now. When it comes to consolidation on this one, there is no real consolidation here, but the front page still mostly has $10 to $11 listings, so it's not too expensive to pick up. Something else that's going up and moving up, though, is Dazzling Bubble Paradise Presea, which is the energy cycler for Lyrical Monasterio. This card only has 5 listings on the market for its triple rare, and right now, we are looking at a base price of $25, even if you consider this lightly played one, because it's got a $5 shipping tag, And there was a sudden spike in volume with the last few days where it's been selling for over $19. So if you're looking to pick up Perseas, I mean, it's an energy cycler and from DivineZ 1, so we're not looking at any reprints anytime soon. In conjunction with the video I just put up reviewing Eureka and DivineZ, I wanted to review the prices of the two. So starting with Eureka, remember that it has 4 base listings right now between its reprint and its original copy. All of them are around $25 and higher, whereas the 2 high rarity ones, you have the BSF promo that's over $40 right now, and you also have the FFR that's currently at $500 for its base. Then you have Loving Pink France set, which only comes out of Illusionless Strife DivineZ 2. Right now, the triple rare and the silver rare are pretty close in listings in terms of their base value, 22 to 25, and both of them are in the double digits for how many listings there are. And the FFR is just under $100 to pick up. $95 is the base listing with 8 listings available. A little more talk on Stride deck sets. There's also Elusive Winged Dragon Farmia, which is intended for Nitros in this situation, but it's not really moving. 25 listings on the market with $350 as the base price. And in terms of sales, volume is still pretty stable, but overall the market price has been on a downturn, and it's only peaked to about just under $5. Consolidation is more so around $5 right now, and all the listings at this point are pretty much $4 plus with the exception of the first one. Something else that's still moving up, though, is Sincere Confectioner Viol, which is one of the order pairs from Festival 2024. This one is for Stoicheia. $5 for the base listing and 5 listings on the market right now. Volume has been falling out and stayed relatively stable since the mid of December, but the market price has been going up and it's now about $3. But the lowest listings on the market are basically $5. Protection Twincast is also short on listings and up in price. 8 listings on the market, $25 for its base listing right now. And volume on this one has been relatively stable, but the market price has taken off over the last few months. It's been at a base of 6 since October and just shot all the way up to almost $23. And in terms of how it's selling, $22 pretty easily over the last day. Over the last 3 days, it's been selling pretty consistently around $22, $23. And there are lots of copies at the baseline of $25 right now. On the flip side, though, for DivineZ 3, Knight of Abruptness Undercover Diera has dropped in value. Without as much hype for Shadow Paladin and Undercover just not, and kind of just going undercover, this card's value has dropped quite a bit. 27 listings on the market, and it's almost $6 to pick up for its base. Market price has dropped off from over $10 to just under $8. And we're looking at consolidation. Consolidation is still around $8, so that's around the market price value. But the fact that we have a few listings under $7 is also kind of telling. Festival 2023 has some cards that are still moving up in value thanks to no reprints, like Causality Dragon, Crucial Dragon. Only 9 listings on this triple rare, and right now it has $11 for the base price, and the market price has been moving upwards slowly from over $7.50 to just over $10 right now. And we do have some consolidation, more so around $16 though. And there's only one listing that's underneath $15 at this point. Also with DivineZ 6 are the last support bases for the glitters, which has not really moved a lot of them. Like Epi de Justice Tegrea has not really moved in value. In fact, it's really cheap to pick up right now with 35 listings on the market, and they're starting from under $1. The market price is also under $1 for this card. And as for consolidation, it's actually consolidated at $2 with a number of sellers with only 1 or 2 copies at 70 cents to $1. On the flip side, though, Poison in Paradise Eva has been seeing a slight increase in value with a baseline price of around $6 with 16 listings. And the market price on this one has been moving up from around $3 to just over $4. And right now we're looking at, let's see if there's any consolidation here. Consolidation is actually over $5, but we do have a number of copies that are available for $5 right now. And the last card to cover for today is Gondiva, also for DivineZ 6 Anticipation. With Gondiva Maskin coming, the way it plays, it promotes the usage of the original Gondiva in your deck, as many of them as possible. So right now there are 16 listings on it, starting from around $8. And the market price has made a pretty big rebound since Gondiva fell out. $2 3 months ago, now it's gone up to just around $6.50. And it's consolidation on this one, $8 to $9 basically. So almost $10 to pick this up, which is still significantly cheaper than its hype time when it used to be over $20 a pop. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys later.